Let's get to work.
In 1974, Insight, a new publication marketed for the African American community, hit the streets of Minneapolis at a time when the major daily papers were losing circulation. Circulation in the black community was low because, as Insight publisher and founder Al McFarland puts it, reporting of our community by the existing media was casual, shallow, and lacked depth.
I felt that I can do one of two things. I can continue to criticize, or I can build a better mousetrap. I chose to continue to criticize, but also to demonstrate what could and should be. And I believe what we've created in Insight News is a capacity to present our community to our community and to the world in a way that reflects the full range, depth, and breadth of our humanity.
Hello, Insight.
Over the past 20 years, in an era where many were cynical about the media, Insight has built a reputation of trust from its readers who rely on the contents of its publication, advertisers who get results, and a commitment to developing the talent in the African American community.
Well, I guess it has been kind of a fast track. I mean, moving from just doing some writing to editing. I know that had I gone downtown to work with another paper, I wouldn't have gotten the kind of treatment, the kind of opportunity and the kind of mentoring that I get working here at Insight.
We started recently a young man named Hakeem Probst, he started at our paper as a photographer intern. Hopefully this experience doing real work in a valuable community newspaper that is going to be published, critiqued, is going to set him on a track that could lead to who knows what. Could he be another Gordon Parks? We don't know.
For Insight to grow to its full potential, it had to redefine how large advertisers viewed it. This problem was shared by other minority media. Large advertisers viewed them as too small to bother with.
We had the experience of going in and knocking on the door saying, look, Mr. So-and-so, would you buy an ad in my paper? Well, the advertiser would say, I'm sorry, but I gave in church on Sunday. He treated our minuscule businesses and our minuscule circulations like charity, not like business.
This was a problem McFarland had heard before. You're too small or too narrowly focused to be a major player. The solution would be found in the concept of a patchwork quilt that takes colorful patches and bonds them together. In this case, newspaper and radio stations of color from across the state of Minnesota would bond together to form the Minnesota Minority Media Coalition. Together, this coalition reaches 250,000 people of color in Minnesota. Now, all an advertiser has to do is make one call, write one check, and reach 250,000 African American, Native American, Asian, and Hispanic consumers.
Very unique, and I should say in the United States, the way we're handled is going to be between the coalition and Metro State Universities.
What worked in Minnesota is now working in 10 Midwestern states, this time for black newspapers, who collectively serve a market of over 4 million African American consumers.
In walks Al, and he basically said, I have an idea. Al and the coalition, for the first time that I have ever been associated with, came in and said, we don't want token advertising. What we want is you to test us on the basis of our ability to generate sales out of a broad minority audience.
To date, Dayton Hudson has contracted over $1 million with the coalition. The strength of the coalition is a force that more and more regional advertisers and consumers in 10 states will come to depend on now and in the future.
The market needs to understand that the information address of black people is the Black Press of America. If you selling hamburgers, if you're selling liquor, if you're selling health products, if you're selling clothing, and if you want to sell to our people, I think now more than ever, the way you reach our people is through the Black Press of America.
The Black Press will continue to grow and play an important and essential role in bringing communication not only to the minority community, but the community at large.
So we've got our hands full in trying to create competing ideas that combat the negativity from outside, but in a sense have the mission of creating a public mind that allows our people to see our way to a future that is bigger, that's better, that's glorious, and that is productive, that is financial, that is whole, that is wholesome and healthy.
Nobody will save us for us but us. Nobody will save us for us but us.